What's happening, guys? Joe here from Health for Thought. So I've been getting a lot of questions about my arms, and I'm pretty sure I've done a video somewhat about this before, and I know I've done like a workout video showing you the lifts I like to do and the rep range and stuff, but I think not a lot of you guys have maybe seen the videos or whatnot. I think I kind of did them a little while ago, so I want to touch on this again because obviously my best body part is my arms, and it's mostly because I've been working them for quite a while. I don't know if a lot of you guys know or not, but I started lifting basically just before high school and on into high school. And right when I started, I always did arms. Like, that was always the thing that I wanted to. I just thought it looked cool to have big arms. So I didn't really care about much else. I regret that now, but at the same time, it's definitely attributed to me having arms on the bigger side.
You better call a plumber because these pipes are about to burst.
The way I got my arms, this is exactly what I did. This might not be what a lot of people have done in the past, and it might not work for everybody, but it definitely worked for me. And it was honestly training arms 3 to 4 times a week, sometimes even 4. Yeah, which sounds pretty crazy, and I probably wouldn't do it now, but I just want to be honest with you guys and let you guys know exactly what I did, whether it be wrong or right. You know, a lot of people pretty much daily ask me what I used to do and what I currently do. Now, currently I don't really work my arms that much at all, mostly because I'm trying to get everything else to kind of catch up. So I'll, you know, work the hell out of my back or my chest or legs, everything else pretty much. But my arms, so biceps, triceps, shoulders, I really don't. I do 3 sets at the end of a workout.
I think I'm starting to see snow on top of these peaks.
I'm currently doing biceps when I do my back, and I'm doing triceps when I do my pushing, my bench, stuff like that. And then shoulders I do on that same day too. So I'm also only hitting shoulders for 3 sets, but that's also because my shoulders can only take so much because of the injuries I've had in the past. So that's another reason for that. So I want to more touch on what I used to do when, you know, I was completely healthy, and when I probably experienced most of my bicep growth, especially. I'll just say arms, but I definitely worked on biceps the most out of anything. So what I used to do was basically a lot of standing easy bar curls. All I had in my bedroom was just an easy bar that probably went up to like maybe like 100 pounds, probably not even that. I can't remember exactly the weight I ended up getting up to, but I ended up using all the weight I had, which I think was about 100 pounds. So I would literally do biceps 3 to 4 times a week. For triceps, I would just lay on the ground and do skull crushers. I would also do the diamond sit-ups, or I'm sorry, not sit-ups. I would do the diamond push-ups. Let's see, what else would I do? I would do with a dumbbell, which I only had a dumbbell that went, I had a dumbbell set that went from 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I think that was it. So I would just be in my room doing these right here, just basically, you know, tricep extensions with a dumbbell overhead. I didn't have enough weight to do them both, so I always did them single. I would do kickbacks, and I literally didn't even have a bench either, so I would just kind of like get on the edge of my bed and do it that way. So I'd do the dumbbell kickbacks, so pretty much a lot of my size early on.
Is there a vet around here? Because these pythons are sick.
If you guys are wondering, should I go for cables or free weights, I suggest free weights because that's what worked for me. So for shoulders, I've always been a big fan of side lateral raises over the overhead press, but that's mainly because I played baseball, and overhead press is not so good, especially when you go really heavy for a throwing motion or just for your shoulder in general as far as throwing goes. It's a great exercise for shoulder mass, but I wasn't really looking to get massive shoulders, even though it ended up going that way anyways. So I've always been more of a fan of these, basically because of that, but also because I have experienced more kind of pain a little bit when doing the overhead press, and that is probably just due to past issues from me hurting myself. So it's not a bad exercise by any means, but I definitely always go for the side lateral raises. So that, I mean, honestly, that pretty much covers shoulders, except for the fact that if I could go back, I'd definitely want to do the reverse, bent over reverse flies. And that's so I would never have the impingement, which I've all but gotten rid of now. But for a while there, like, my shoulders would hurt no matter what I did. It could have been just any activity outside of the gym, or especially when doing bench press and things like that, definitely some pain. But that's pretty much subsided now since I started doing the the bent over reverse flies, the face pulls, which I'm going to make a video on. I love that exercise. So definitely don't neglect your rear delts. But that pretty much covers it for arms.
Can you believe I almost got arrested today for having these guns?
Now forearms, to lastly cover, I would pretty much just constantly do wrist curls. I'd reverse wrist curls, and I would just put my wrist on my leg, just sit and do it that way. And I had, like I said, lighter weights as far as dumbbells go. So I pretty much worked my way up to being able to do like 30 to 40 reps pretty much. I would go definitely higher rep with arms, and that it just worked for me. There was no question that I was growing really well doing the high reps and also working my arms 3 to 4 times a week. I was doing that at the time when it was working, so I had no reason to not do it. So for some of you guys this might work. For some of you guys, you might need to go heavier weight and not work your arms as much. They might not respond to training that well as far as frequency goes. So you're gonna have to figure it out for yourself. But ultimately, I at least wanted to share with you what I did, and that honestly is how I achieved the arms that I have now. Now, I still work them, like I said now, but just not nearly as much volume at all, because I'm not trying to get them any bigger at this point. So I wanted to share that with you. Hopefully this helps. Leave comments, questions, hit me up on Facebook if you have any more, if you're wondering any more about my arm routine or anything like that. Or, any other body part, of course, I'll answer. But especially arms, I know a lot of people seem to have trouble with getting the size they want. So hopefully this helps. Hell for thought.
By the way, for those of you guys who are new to the channel and don't really know me, the arm jokes were just for fun. I'm not really like that on Thursdays. Okay, bye.